For games that can use it, the XL2546K has a fantastic refresh rate, but it also has flaws that are as painful as they are admirable. The company's most recent effort at a panel that is solely pro-gamer focused is the BenQ Zowie XL2546K. The company has been active in this market for some time, and it is obvious that it has the skills and experience necessary to produce some of the greatest gaming displays available. But this addition to the Zowie range opts to prioritize speed above all else. It has been a catchphrase in esports arenas for as long as the name and sport have existed. Everyone is aware that having a fast refresh rate and quick response time are crucial for winning games, but is this justification for this monitor's supremacy? Most of my praise for the BenQ Zowie XL2546K shines the brightest at this point. The BenQ seemed a little too small at first. Of course, this is subjective, but if you switch from regular 27-inch panels as I did, there is a definite difference in compromise to be achieved. It did take some getting used to the small size of this display. What instantly caught my attention the most was the stand. In addition to being able to tilt and swivel the BenQ at any angle I wanted on my desk, the ability to lower and raise it to have the monitor at your preferred height, I kept it as high as it would go for pretty much the entire time during my testing, really made a difference when playing intense first-person shooter games. I'll talk more about that later. The Unobtrusive Profile is a good addition when incorporating new electronics into a gaming setup, and the color scheme is lovely and stylish too, with its faint red highlights. The workmanship is also top-notch. Everything screwed in with ease and stood firmly without showing any symptoms of wobbling or movement, even while the desk itself was anything but static. The quick access remote that comes with it also functions amazingly quickly. It's a tiny, hockey puck-shaped controller that plugs directly into the monitor, and makes adjusting DyAc plus strength, brightness, and blackness equalization simple. No matter how much time I spent playing with the device, the picture quality was the worst. Examining the monitor's performance reveals two of its key selling factors right away. The two major connections. There is enough here for a variety of players with both 120Hz through HDMI and 240Hz via DisplayPort being available. This connection and speed will appeal to console gamers using a PS5 or Xbox Series X. The BenQ Zowie XL2546K was tested with connections to my PC, laptop, and PS5. For reference, there is no USB-C connectivity. I played Doom 2016 on all platforms and, just for good measure, a little Counter-Strike: Global Offensive. This offered me a good opportunity to test the monitor's maximum speeds and its DyAc Plus capabilities. If you're not familiar with DyAc Plus, consider it BenQ's response to AMD FreeSync Premium and NVIDIA G-Sync. It eliminates ghosting, screen tearing, and motion blur when frame rates are high. Doom provided me with consistently high and rock-solid frame rates, and the PS5 managed to run the PS4 version of the game, without any noticeable screen tearing or ghosting. This PS5 console monitor performs well enough to be a contender if you're looking for the best one. Because it isn't compatible with AMD FreeSync Premium or NVIDIA G-Sync, and has a DyAc Plus screen, don't expect this to be one of the greatest G-Sync monitors. The BenQ Zowie XL2546K has a 1 millisecond response time, which is definitely fast, but when compared to other gaming monitors in this price range, which have a 0.5 milliseconds response time, it looks a little less impressive for a monitor geared at experts. Another thing to note is that budget or low-cost gaming monitors, which this one is definitely not, such the Asus VG248QE and AOC Gaming C24G1, have refresh rates above 120Hz for under $200, which is less than half the MSRP of this one. They also have a 1 millisecond response time. How did the DyAc Plus fare, though? Incredibly well, I discovered. No observable shaking, ghosting, or screen flickering occurred at any point. My G-Sync-enabled Razer laptop, which has an integrated 144Hz display and RTX 2060, performed nearly identically. When side by side, for instance, I couldn't tell the difference when moving, despite playing Counter-Strike: Global Offensive on gear that is above average. I was only able to attain 144Hz with the panel, and there isn't much of a performance difference between that and the advertised 240Hz. You're going to need some serious power to make the most of this monitor's potential. Possibly one of the best gaming PCs or best gaming laptops, with one of the best graphics cards. While Doom runs between 60 and 110 frames per second on my PCs, it is purportedly capable of hitting 200 to 250 frames per second when using powerful GPUs. However, the BenQ Zowie XL2546K of picture quality disappointed me because it used a conventional TN panel, rather than a brighter and more colorful IPS alternative, resulting in dull graphics. Technically speaking, there is the required 99% sRGB, However, there is no HDR or extended color of any kind, thus colors tend to look a little flat most of the time. Overall, it didn't appear to be all that hot, with the exception of when moving by quickly. The BenQ unfortunately falls short when you include in the XL2546K's low viewing angles and washed out average colors, especially when compared to my laptop's native display and my 4K Samsung monitor. Let me say it again, this is a 1080p monitor. Its pricing is still a bit high for an image that is as average as I discovered, even with the 240Hz refresh rate. It might be wiser to seek elsewhere, perhaps even at some of the top 4K gaming monitors, if you want a screen that is both attractive and responsive. However, if you believe that frames win games, you will enjoy what this object is capable of. This is a strong contender for your money if you're ready to give up image quality, and how games look for how you want them to function. The BenQ Zowie XL2546K doesn't produce a terrible image in the least, but considering that Full HD has been available since the mid-2000s, it's just not up to pace for the $499 asking price, regardless how quick this thing is. Having said that, when everything is working perfectly, there's nothing quite as silky smooth as 240Hz on CSGO, and this is where this display shines where few others can. Since so few PC games will really be able to achieve such frame rates in 2021, it is quite constrictive. Nevertheless, it is not surprising that BenQ monitors like the XL2546K are commonplace in CSGO LAN competitions, because, despite their limitations, they are excellent at what they do. This monitor is unquestionably the best option for you if you're an experienced competitive gamer. In a nutshell, the BenQ Zowie XL2546K is strong for professionals, but middling for everyone else. It was constructed with a single fundamental principle in mind, and it effectively applies that principle. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button under this video. It's very important for us. Have a nice day and see you soon.